All right, let's talk about data preprocessing and feature engineering, two of the most important skills in data science that you absolutely can't skip. First, data preprocessing. Imagine you get your hands on a fresh data set. It's not the clean, perfect table you might hope for. No, it's messy, missing values, weird formats, maybe even a few typos. If you feed that straight into a model, you're in for a world of trouble. Let's start with missing data. You can't just ignore it. One option is removing rows or columns that have missing values. This is quick and easy, but you don't want to throw away too much data. If only a few rows are missing, go ahead and drop them. But if an entire column is empty, it probably makes sense to remove it altogether. But what if you don't want to lose data? That's where imputation comes in. For numerical columns, you can fill those blanks with the mean or median. Mean imputation works when the data is nicely distributed, no crazy outliers. Median is tougher. It's your go-to when outliers could skew the mean. That way, your replacements don't mess up the rest of the data. Next up, feature scaling. Algorithms like k-nearest neighbors or neural networks are really sensitive to how big your numbers are. If you've got one feature that ranges from 1 to 1,000 and another that goes from 0 to 1, the bigger one will dominate. That's not fair. So I use standard scaler when I want everything to have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1 that's called z-score normalization. Or, if I want everything between 0 and 1, min-max scaler does the trick. Scaling keeps things balanced so every feature has an equal shot at influencing the model. Now, what about categorical data? Models don't understand red, blue, or green. They want numbers. If the categories have an order like low, medium, high, I'll use label encoding, just turn them into 0, 1, and 2. But if there's no order, think colors or countries. One hot encoding is my best friend. That means I create a new column for each category and mark it with a 1 or 0. This way the model doesn't accidentally think red is less than blue. Finally, let's talk feature engineering, the fun part. This is where you get creative and use your domain knowledge to make new features that help your model. For example, if I have a timestamp, I'll break it into day of week, hour, or even flag if it's a weekend. Sometimes I combine features, say dividing total price by quantity to get price per item. Or I'll make interaction features like square footage per bedroom for house prices. These new features can make even a basic model punch way above its weight. So, don't treat pre-processing and feature engineering as chores. They're your secret weapons. Clean data and smart features can make the difference between a mediocre model and a game changer.